When asked which hashtag best describes the state of small business owners today, they said hashtag small but mighty. According to the Hartford's fourth annual Small Business Success Study, 77% of small business owners feel successful about how their business is operating, which is actually up from 70% in 2013. But does that mean that our overall economy continues to improve? Gene Marks, he is a nationally recognized columnist and small business owner. He is here with some small business trends and highlights from the survey. Gene, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
We are so happy to have you here. Why did Hartford conduct this survey?
So, well, I mean, look, the Hartford's a big insurance company. They've got 1.2 million small business customers around the country. They've been around for a couple hundred years. So they're all about learning about their customers and learning about small business. This is the fourth year they've done this study. It's called the Small Business Success Study. And they learn something new every year about their customers. And frankly, so do I. And that's why you and I are here talking.
Okay, so they're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about. What is the general feeling these days among small business owners? I mean, what factors are contributing to these results?
Well, you know, it's interesting. And you said it as you were introing this. 77% of the small business owners that were surveyed by the Hartford found that said that they felt that they were successful. So, you know, I own my own company. I have a 10-person company outside of Philly, and I get it. Different people have different definitions of success, so that's a good thing. But I tell you one thing that's concerning is that even though 77% feel they're successful, 67% of them, 2/3 of the small business owners surveyed, did not hire last year. So we're feeling better, we're feeling successful, but it's not like we're showing that by bringing on more employees. That's a bit of a concern now, and also going into 2015.
Yeah, and I mean, why is it important to conduct these surveys and to really let the public know these types of results? How would you say that small business affects our economy?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you keep hearing like, oh, the small business is so important and this and that, but I mean, the numbers are this. I mean, 50% of the people in this country are employed by a small business, and small businesses do generate 75% of all new jobs every year. So it's kind of a big deal. So when you hear that business owners are not growing or they're not hiring more people, that's not a good thing when you're looking ahead at the American economy and income levels of people as well. So that's why small business owners are so important. You know, you have to judge what they're going to be doing.
And what about when it comes to starting a small business? Are you seeing maybe any trends to access capital?
Yeah, I am. It's not just starting a small business, but also just if you're an existing business. The good news is that business owners themselves, you know, are feeling more confident about obtaining capital, more so than they have for the past few years, which is really good. I mean, after the recession, I don't know if you remember or not, but it's like nobody could get any money to grow or start up or hire. Now business owners feel like they can get more money. They feel more comfortable doing that. But interestingly enough, 31% of them are getting their money from banks, the traditional sources. 36% of the people that were surveyed by Hartford, they're getting their money from personal sources like cash and savings and family and friends. It's an interesting trend. A lot more small business owners are opting to go personal for their cash rather than to rely on getting it from a traditional bank. I guess they're trying to avoid red tape, the bureaucracy, the oversight. So that's an interesting trend to watch.
Yeah, very interesting. So based on the study and everything that you talked to us about, what advice do you have for any of the small business owners out there, especially maybe, you know, speaking from your own perspective, being a small business owner yourself?
You know, when I think of small business, you know, itself and how you want to grow, I actually think it's a really good thing that 55% of the people in this survey said that they are more financially conservative now because of the recession. You should be financially conservative. If you are running a business, your job is to earn profits and to take care of your existing employees. If you can be comfortable and have control and balance in your life, that's how a lot of the business owners define success in this survey, and there is nothing wrong with that. So as a business owner, you don't have to necessarily shoot for the stars. You don't necessarily have to be the biggest company around. But if you have a better, you know, quality of life because of your business, you can be financially conservative at the same time, and there is nothing wrong with that at all.
Thank you so much for your insight, Gene. Everyone is turning to online for these different tools. So do you have maybe a website where we can get a one-stop shop where we can get all this information that we learned about with you today?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Hartford, it's thehartford.com/success study. It's got all the results of the study, great information if you're running a business, and great information if you're studying small businesses as well. Teaches you a lot.
Gene, we thank you for taking the time to chat with us today.
Thanks, Stephanie. Take care.
We're going to have more on this segment posted to our website. Just go to fox4morningblend.com.
Do you prefer digital interactions over human interaction? What about when it comes to your health care? Up next, how your next visit to the doctor could all be done remotely.